My name is Martina, and although I'm sorry I cannot be there with you right now because of my job, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my experience at MMU as a student. Um, so to start with, I studied at MMU between 2006 and 2010. I did a 4-year course in Spanish studies, and I think I'll be talking on behalf of many of my former classmates if I say that we thoroughly enjoyed the experience at MMU, and that I particularly enjoyed the friendly and welcoming, almost family-like atmosphere, I'd say, in the languages department, because everybody was always very helpful and advising us and encouraging us in anything that we needed the encouragement and advice for. So it was definitely a good experience. Thinking back, I think I'd like to highlight a few things about my studies. First of all, I think I definitely would mention the year abroad, the Erasmus year. Personally, I spent it in Spain, in the University of Alcalá, where I had a very excellent chance to improve my Spanish. And I would definitely recommend to take the most out of your year abroad, not only by studying the language, but also by going to the lessons where you can interact with the native speakers. I definitely enjoy that part as well. And of course, you can you meet many people and you visit a lot of nice places in the country of your year abroad stay, and you also get a nice weather, which is always a big plus. Another thing I'd mention would be the media language lab at MMU, which I think was a fantastic tool for improving my language level. I think I spent almost my entire first year watching Spanish films, but I also used the center throughout my studies for doing all sorts of exercises and like that. So it was definitely something very useful. And I think I would also like to mention as a highlight the fact that it was possible for me to learn another language at the uni-wide level through the uni-wide program. I actually started learning French while I was doing my Spanish degree, which was great because, for example, at the moment I'm trying to build up on that knowledge and learn more French because I need it for my job currently as well. So that was definitely something that I found useful as well. Following my graduation in 2010, I actually stayed at MMU to work in the languages department EFL office. So I stuck around for another year and got to know all the teachers and staff at the languages department as a colleague as well, which was a very enjoyable experience as well. And as you can see, I stayed in touch, and it's always very nice to come to see everybody whenever I'm in Manchester. And to tell you a bit more about what I'm doing now, last year I finished my master's studies in the European Union policymaking, which took me to Brussels. So I'm actually talking to you from Brussels now. And following the completion of the course, I decided to stay here and to apply for the Commission, for the European Commission traineeship, which I finally got. So I've been successful applying for this, and will be working at the Commission as a trainee until the end of July. So that's something fantastic because it's a great experience to work in such an international environment as in Brussels. And I can definitely appreciate the fact that I have a languages background, because I use my languages every day here, and I definitely recommend to learn as many languages as you can, especially if you're planning a career in a multilingual environment, because I think I haven't met anybody here in Brussels who would speak fewer than 3 or 4 foreign languages, so it's definitely a big plus to speak foreign languages. And maybe to reflect a little bit back, looking back at those 4 years spent at MMU, or looking back when I started at MMU, I think and feel that it's for me it was a very important life-changing experience, because whatever I've achieved up until today, I feel it started at MMU. And I think the fact that I went to the university opened many possibilities in the future for me. So my university experience was absolutely fantastic, and I would do it again if I had a chance. So I don't know whether my testimony may have answered the questions you would like to ask. Obviously, it would have been more helpful if this was an interactive conference. Nevertheless, I wish you all the best with your studies, and good luck with your language learning. Un saludo especial al Departamento Español, un beso, un abrazo, and bye everybody, good luck.